I don't want to hear anything. You see, when man say to me, oh, yeah, Ronaldo's old and stuff, bro. Age, you do not lose your first touch with age, bro. You do not. Zidane still got it. Maradona still had it when he died. R9 had it when he was fat. I'm telling you, yeah, as good as Ronaldo looks, yeah, there's a reason why he can't control the football anymore. There's a reason why, because he weren't as good as them guys. That's why. Do you know what I mean? It's that simple. Messi ain't lost his touch. Like, hey, bro, like Messi plays like he's got the ball on strings, bro. And the day when Messi's got no knees, Messi could have 10 knee replacements, a hip replacement, and he'll still put the ball where he wants it, when he wants it, bro. There's a certain level of footballing ability that you just do not lose, yeah. With age, you don't lose it with weight. You don't lose it with any of those things, innit? So,
but that's why do you remember when all the England players that played for Glenn Hoddle said the problem was that when they were training, that Glenn Hoddle
better than all of them.
Was still the best player in training. Like,
better than all of them.
You're right. You don't lose it. Look, for me, I mean, listen, I've never ever, and I don't think I ever will see a Lionel Messi ever again. If I'm being really honest, he's the complete footballer. He's ridiculous. Footballer. And you know what? I watch him play even now in the Champions League and that. And I've never seen a player, first of all, be able to play in so many positions, like over his career, whether it's through the middle, whether it's out wide, whether it's centre mid, attacking midfielder. But whenever he has the ball, it's stuck to his foot. He's always got time on the ball. And all I ever hear from people is, oh, kick him. You can't get near him. He moves that ball so quick. You ain't kicking him.
These guys talk about kicking players, yeah, like it's easy, bro. Like you know when guys talk about, oh yeah, just kick him.
Yeah.
They don't understand. It's just like when you're in the ring with Floyd, they're like, oh yeah, just hit him. All right, cool. Like, because no one's tried that. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one's fucking tried to hit him before. Do you know what I mean? You know when guys say, oh yeah, just smash him. Do you think people don't try that every game?
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why it doesn't happen that often, because it's not that fucking easy. Because if it was, everyone would do it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I can't stand that. It's poor.
Like, people who think that world-class centre-backs can't get near Messi, but if I was playing, the first thing
I'll just lift him up.
Like, and know I'm there. Yeah, of course you would. Because Messi would look at Richard Stabber and be worried, wouldn't he? Yeah. Mate, no, he came, as I said, when I went to Wembley to watch Spurs Barcelona when we were playing our games there while the stadium was being built. And they beat us 4-2. But you know what? Messi, I've never seen a player run a game from start to finish. Like, I think he scored 2. I think he hit the post twice, assisted the other 2. Just everything. Every time the ball went into him, you could just see his mind ticking. And listen, that's why I've always said Ronaldo is one of the best finishers I've ever seen. You can't say he's not. His goals are ridiculous. But
I think he's one of the best goal scorers. Like, I don't think he's one of the best finishers. I don't think he's anywhere near. I don't think he's anywhere near one of the best finishers I've seen, but I think he's one of the best goal scorers. Remember, like, if we're talking about finishers, we're talking about the likes of the Van Bastens, the Batistutas, like the Romarios. He can't finish like them guys. Do you know what I mean? However, like, in terms of goal scorers, in terms of volume, there's a lot of things that you take into account here. You take into account the teams he's played for, the supply line, his lack of real long-term injuries as well, which means the longevity, the amount of games he played, etc., etc., etc. You have to take all these things into account when you just speak about the sheer volume of goals. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of these players didn't play for anywhere near as long as he's played for, and they didn't play in teams that were anywhere near as dominant as the teams he's played in. So when we're talking about pure finishers, he's nowhere near up there. Do you know what I mean?
I hear you. I mean, for me, I just love that. Like, I love Messi. It was the way that he passed the ball into the back of the net. It was the way that when he was passing a through ball, it was like he was pressing the triangle button on a PlayStation. It was the way that the man could dictate a game from start to finish while scoring a hat trick, whilst people were trying to kick him, whilst dribbling past players. I've not seen a player before as good as that. I don't think. I've not seen anything in the world right now that even resembles 50% of what Lionel Messi can do. No one.
Yeah.
That's just me. And everyone, Rants, this is the funny thing. Every time a young player comes on the scene, you get, oh my God, have you seen the Bulgarian Messi, the Polish Messi? That come
Yeah,
on.
that's it, innit?
There's not another Messi. This man is, do you know what? More than anything, more than anything, the ultimate team player.
Yeah.
He knew when he could curl it in the back of the net, or when there were 3 players in front of him and he could slip someone else in. And that for me is what set him apart from the rest. He was just
but that's why for me, him and Neymar are clear, because they are goal scoring playmakers. Like, these guys don't exist in football, bro. Like, they're goal scoring playmakers. They're not strikers, neither of them. Do you know what I mean? They're both number 10s in the purest form, in terms of they're creators first and foremost, but they score goals. Do you know what I'm saying? And when man talk about goal scoring number 10s, yeah, like Neymar and Messi are different, bro. Like, they're on a whole different level to anything I've seen in terms of goal scoring number 10s, bro. There's never been anything like it, bro. And the thing is, like, Neymar will have to retire before he gets the respect that he deserves. He'll have to retire. Do you know what I mean? And that's what happened. But Ronaldo's goals and his goals have to be compared to centre forwards. Them two guys are not centre forwards, bro. They've never been centre forwards.
I agree.
Their average positioning, they pick up the ball in their own half the majority of the time when they play games. Like, these guys literally like play with an ultimate freedom that we haven't really seen. Do you know what I'm saying? We haven't really seen. And like, when them two retire, man, hey, football, I don't know about football, man. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, I'm not seeing who's coming through as the. I don't mean, look, there's good players out there, of course.
Yeah, but we're looking at Haaland and Vinicius and like Mbappe now. That's what we're looking at now, unfortunately.
But for me, players like that, don't get me wrong, I love Vinicius Junior, great player.
Yeah.
But Vinicius Junior is one of them that is going to be an individual brilliant player. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I think when you looked at Messi is the ultimate team player, and that for me is what separates the best from the rest. It's, can you know when to pass versus when to shoot? Do you know when to dribble versus when to slow the game down? I'd love to see that guy win the World Cup. I feel like he's done everything in football.
I think him or Neymar, if either of them win it, I'll be happy, because I feel like one of them, I think football needs to win this World Cup, and one of them two deserve the World Cup, just because I want Neymar to win the World Cup, because he'll probably never get a Ballon d'Or, even though he deserved one at some point. So if he gets a World Cup, then he's in the history books with his fellow countrymen. I'm happy for him. People can stop talking shit. But if Messi wins it as well, like, that would be the only thing that he hasn't won, and that would be an amazing way for him to sign off his career. And he's so good, he kind of deserves one as well. So it's kind of like either one of them two I'd be happy with.
Can I say, so people in the chat that are talking about Kvaratskhelia, of, I think I said that maybe somewhere right, of Napoli. Listen, class act. But again, before we start putting blokes like that on pedestals like Messi's and Neymar's, right, you can't do it for half a season.